Wait, why does it look so dark? Why does it look so dark? I'm in the light. What? I'm in the light. I don't know why it's so dark. It is really early in the morning still, but hang on, guys. You should be able to see a lot of stuff, especially the tabletop here. It's okay, I have a backup light. It might be yellow though. It might not be like this bright, nice light. Did I just put my thumb on the lens? Oh, gross. Never use your shirt to wipe a camera lens. That's a big no-no. I just did it just now because I'm me. So, here's a little bit extra light. Even though I have a huge LED on me, it's still the, here's the thing, guys. When you're live streaming, you can't use your HDR settings on your camera. It's just a stock 1080. And if I could use the HDR settings, I could adjust the light and the balance. Oh, that's too groovy. We go with the side view. How about that? Something like that. Now I can't see. That's not bueno. That's a lot better. Okay. Now, even though there's an LED lighting up this whole space, the camera still is like, hey man, I can't see you. So why don't let's drop the one LED down. Wait, here's the knob. Gotta press the knob. Let's bring it down. Now it's like just in my face. That's not like, the first way it was better, but it was harder to see. It was like in my eyes. Well, I don't like this light at all. So I'm gonna turn it off, but also it helps. What if I put it on me at a distance? You know what? I'm not quite sure it's doing anything. Let's just take the main LED light and shine it right at us. And I think that's the only way. This idea worked in my head. Okay, but there's hella light here and I still look like dark on the viewfinder. I'm gonna adjust one more thing. Now the light source is right behind the camera. Is that better? Yeah, it's kind of working. There we go. And then I'm just gonna turn this up slightly, down slightly. All right, I think that's it. Here we are. Let's get ripping. Let's get ripping on this breakfast stream. The sun will come up soon enough. I really thought this big LED would flood this space and light me up, but I must have been mistaken. That's good enough for now. I want to get started. Hey, what's up everybody? Who's there? Hit me up in the live chat. I brought my other shoes and my knee brace, so I'm here early as fuck, dude. Like, it's like 4 in the morning. So I'll do my burn video, and then right now I'm not even using the power bank. I should go get the cable. But good morning, everyone. I've got a beautiful pre-roll for you guys. And you know, I wanted to talk about DATH, but it auto flags my videos. I really did want to go into depth about that. I am suffering a lot. I can't really sleep through the night. I'm really missing someone I care about. But I can't talk about it on YouTube because then it flags my videos. Hell yes. Right here, I got the apples. Wait, no. Hang on, guys. That joint is canoeing like a mother. It's cool over there. I wish I was able to use my camera settings, dude. Because like I said, when you're on stream, you can't use your high dynamic range settings. If I could use the HDR, it would basically be able to see some of this stuff that's all black back here. But you know, we be chilling. All right. Let's pull up the live chat. Okay. Basically just me talking to myself right now. Unfortunately. But, dude. Shout out Extra Father, Gears of War player, who reviewed this guy's video reviewing Gears E-Day, who he was just shit slopping all over it. But Father called him out and was like, dude, you're not a fan. You can have crap takes, you can hate the game, but the stuff that he was saying was inconsistent. He's like, I love the lore, I love the books. And he's just like, but he like plays the game like he can't play. And look, I know I got my vision disability, but I was one of the top 10 in the world, okay? Gears 1, I got my seriously achievement right away, man. That shit was intimidating as a maw, you know what I'm saying? I got that little picture with the Marcus and the flames. But you already know I got that Blue Lobster by Grassroots. It's 1 part apples and bananas, 1 part eye candy. It's some good shit. Now, the only thing I'm regretting here is I'm here early. I have stuff to talk about, and I'm a disgusting weed head. I should have rolled 2. Or I should have packed 2 cones, because this is like a 2-cone. This is like a maricon. This is like a 2-cone kind of stream. That's okay. We're gonna get our head buzz right. And there's no daylight, so I'm gonna keep talking. But if I were to turn off this blinding LED, there's actually enough light from those businesses over there to actually skate here without getting injured. All right, but the camera, the aperture on the camera, the lens is just saying no way. And like I said, for the 5th millionth time, you can't use your HDR settings when you're on a live stream. So I might have to get one of those special floodlights, because this LED is not, it's just like, so like I'm visible here, but over here I disappear. This time I disappear. I'm getting some solid hits though. So yeah. I'm glad the light's lighting me now. Oops, we're gonna have a situation on our hands. Here, that's kind of better, no? In my mind, I thought all this shit would work. I mean, that doesn't exactly work. Oh boy, that's funny. What's up, Doug? What's up, Duna? I'm gonna have to get one of those floodlights for my other tripod, because this is a LED from another camera phone, and then the yellow light is not the right kind of light. It needs to be white light like this. But good to see ya. Good to see you guys. What are you up to today? Are you guys just getting to bed? I know Doug is in Korea, and in South Korea they're like, I don't know, 8 hours ahead or something like that. I love you guys. I don't mean that in a corny way, or a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. Like, oh dude, I don't even know this East guy, he says I love you. Ugh, what a fucking weirdo. No, it's like, I remember the early days of like Xbox Live. And it was like, hey man, you gonna be on after school tomorrow, man? Yeah man, let's play Halo. Like, and like, I get the same feeling meeting these new people online now. And it's like, hey, what's up? Oh, you know, you get to meet people, you know, figure out where they're from, what it's like over there. It's pretty cool. It's interesting to me. Maybe I'm just a fucking nerd, you know what I'm saying? But I get that, like, it's not like a weird parasocial obsession. It's like a, but when I was younger, I used to have AOL friends and like pen pals. Like people that lived the fuck over the other side of the world. You know what I mean? Whatever happened to that kind of stuff? Making coffee. Alright, this man is getting ready for his day. Doug's got another hour of work left. Oh, dang. So we're all on different time slots here. It's 4:45 a.m. here in the Midwest. We're about 30 minutes away from downtown Chicago, if you just draw a line west. That's where we are. You know? a lot of people think of Chicago and immediately think of drill rap and like O Block and shit, and they think of like gun violence and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm in the hood right now, and someone can run up on me and take my camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what people don't realize is that like there's hot spots out here in like the northwest suburbs, dude. Like you can get fucking stomped in Aurora. If you're fucking around, you get stomped in Aurora. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not trying to say it's shitty here and don't come visit. But so many people associate the drill rap music and the gun violence and the da-da-da-da-da. Chicagoland is a great place. I'm not saying that because I'm from here and I have bias. I'm saying that because I've been other places all over the United States. And I'd be like, so what are you guys gonna do? You gonna kick it tonight? You could go bowling or something? No, we're just gonna sit here and drink alcohol. Well, what is there to do? Just like fucking, it's like that in other states. I like that I can go get some kimchi jjigae at 2 in the fucking morning. Doug knows what I'm on about, that kimchi jjigae. The pancakes. Yeah, dude. Sometimes maybe with some hot, spicy fried squid in that bitch. You know, or I could go get tacos. So I'm spoiled over here, and it is fucking rad. A lot of people there's nothing wrong with being proud of your hometown. You know, some people take it too far, and then they like write an indie album about. Here we are in E-Town, bro. Fucking, we are on, you know, we're on the east side of Elgin. This man's making coffee. See, I said I needed to roll a second one. No, I got to that point where I just lost my train of thought because I looked down and I looked up too fast. Yo. That's it. I'm done with that. I'm gonna go in the tube. You know, and you know what? Hopefully I get stoked to skate a little bit when the light comes up, because I don't know if you guys caught my other live stream. I broke my fucking Zero deck. Cause you know I'm pretty heavy right now, but in addition to that, I really over tightened my hardware in some type of way. Like, I don't know why, but I looked and it was like the head of the screw was sucked into the middle of the board. It wasn't just like countersunk into the deck. It was like causing micro cracks. Like, no wonder I snapped my shit. Like, obviously I'm not with it right now on the board. And dude, when I went to that other skate park in another stream last weekend, and then these scooter kids came, and I didn't want to film anyone without their consent or whatever, so I like turned the camera around, and they noticed me turning the camera around, and they were like, oh, it's okay, dude, it's okay, big dog, like, we don't care if you film. But I wasn't trying to like film all these kids or whatever, but I was just getting acquainted with coming up this bank. It has no coping on it. It's like a weird steep pyramid box. And I was just going up like rock fakie, rock 180, then I was like doing nose, then I was tailing, I was stalling, and I was doing like I was doing that tap 180, I was doing a body varial 180, doing some cool stuff. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna launch it. And I like went for it, and I fucking ate shit, and I didn't get it on camera. I did a fucking backside grab, and I went to do the grab because I'm so chubby. I like went down, and I like pulled the skateboard out from under me. Probably could have landed it, but I just basically pulled the skateboard out from under me. It landed real knee heavy. Maybe I gotta get some knee pads, home dog. Knee pads, elbow pads. So like, yeah, I got so baked, and then I like distracted myself. Okay. Oh, that's cool. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm being a dumb stoner. There's a spider making a web right here, and because I have the light shining and I blew smoke, you can see the spider weaving the web, and it's pretty dope. So, here's one thing I want to talk about. Like, I know Doug probably isn't a skateboarder. Duna, I don't know if you shred. I thought you said you did skate. But you'll know that you'll go to a skate park and it's totally wonky. It's totally cattywampus. It's totally fucking off. What I mean by that is that people that get contracted to like build skateboard parks, they don't necessarily know anything about skateboarding. They're like given a picture and you're given a budget by like the township or whatever. Hey, here, give these kids a place to go so they don't spray paint behind the fucking Arby's. You know what I'm saying? So like, there will be transitions that don't make sense. So the first thing I did when I got to this skate park that is in my last stream, that's the choo-choo train. Woo! That's the Metra. I'm gonna let it honk a few more times before I keep talking. Maybe I'm being too loud, but here's the thing. I didn't realize I wasn't adjusting the pro settings in my camera right. Now I have the microphone fully, like, because it's a directional mic, I got it all up, down, left, right. So the thing is, once you go live, the equalizer that's on the screen goes away. So like, I've been to too many loud concerts and I work in a manufacturing plant. Even though I work in a quiet office, I am always out on the floor and it's loud as fuck. So like, sometimes I'm yelling when I don't mean to be. And people might think I'm like super LD, like learning disability, because like, hey, why is he shouting? But then again, I always find someone who manages to be more loud and obnoxious than me, and it makes me so fucking annoyed. Like, I'm a high energy person. Sometimes I'm like just so tired that I can't move, which is the polar opposite. But I'm such a high energy person. When you find someone who's truly annoying, and like even me as like a hyperactive person, okay, it's time to shut up, read the room. And someone else is still trying to dominate the conversation. Oh my fucking god. Those people are, they hold you verbally hostage. And the worst kinds are like, hey, they take out their wallet, like, look at my kids. And I'm like, dude, fuck, man, I don't give a shit. Are you my friend? Are you my buddy? Why the fuck would you show me this? Alright, I think the train is done hooting now. And what I was saying about the skate park is that the first quarter pipe I went up, there's a double tube coping on top, and I was like, let me just get axle and like slide along and then just tail drop back in very, very cautiously and very old man like. Well, I went to go up the quarter pipe and I realized that the actual transition of the quarter pipe is shorter than the skateboard wheelbase is long. Meaning, as soon as you get in it, you're either getting pitted forward or you have to lean back, ride up it, and then lean forward again. Instead of just brace yourself, get your center of gravity, and ride up the face of the quarter pipe. It was so sketchy. The first day, I was like, that looks cool. I'll go up to an axle stall. And it's like, the wheelbase of the board is like 14, 15 inches. And like, the actual curve of this quarter pipe was only this. It was like... So yes, people who make skate parks don't necessarily, they're given a drawing, they're giving a budget, and they're like, here, do this. Some of the transitions at that skate park, like even their outledge, to drop to flat, it's like such a harsh, and then there's this huge pyramid box in the middle with a grind box, and the angle is so tight, it's so tight, and then there's no roll in, and there's no like ramp, there's no quarter pipe or drop in. It's a steep hill, it's a steep concrete wall basically, and then down to flat, and then the box. How are you gonna keep enough speed to clear that thing? It doesn't even make sense. But I love obstacles that are fucked up like that, because I like, you know, even though my current skill level is not where I want it to be, I like going after those weird obstacles. Now that I'm feeling more confident on my board, I could at least go to that pyramid box. I could probably go up and blunt slide down the waxed part and then like manual, or go up and manual. I just keep it really safe, because the fact that I didn't get the crash on camera, it's not worth it. You're an old man. Alright, Doug, go ahead and bounce, man. You're a cool guy, man. Thanks for understanding the shtick of the channel and like realizing I'm not actually insane. I just really like Uncanny Valley Tim and Eric style humor. I like things that make you feel slightly uncomfortable, and then it's just the interpretation of the art is just left up to the viewer. So what did you mean by this piece? Oh, is it a deep is it a deep commentary into global politics? Nope. I just painted this thing with my shit. Nothing deep about it. I went G.G. Allen on that motherfucker. Oh, in case you don't know, he was one of the most weirdest sick motherfuckers in the world. Like fucking, I don't even know if I can talk about this shit on this. Yeah. But also, being one of the most sick, demented, deprived, and he probably assaulted people and did nasty things. So I'm not like saying go do that, but it was like just the performance art of being an insane person on stage. Like imagine like, and this is no hate, this is not like being like shitty and being rude to people who are unhoused, but you know that one homeless guy who's down by the, he could like stab you with a piece of glass or something. Like imagine that guy has a band and he throws his shit at the audience and stuff. Yeah, dude. The self-mutilation and the SEX on stage, like that shit. That was my wake-up alarm. That's where we're at right now. That shit on like a performance art level, that's, you have to respect it. Like he was a sick human being. Let's be honest. But you have, it's just like, it was so raw. It was like literally, you know, shit like that. Like the performance artists that literally put their bodies on the line. There's a sadomasochistic element to that, but like that's some fucking crazy shit, man. The point of art is it's meant to evoke feeling. That's why I have extreme black and white opinions about like music, and people are like, well, taste is subjective, and it's like, well, yeah, but like, dude, you see, but I'm not like the toxic name 3 songs guy. I'm not like a gatekeeping fuck. I just, there's a progression. Like there was a time very long ago when I was young where I liked the first Slipknot album with the old singer. And I was like, damn, this shit is raw, right? And then, but then, you know, I branched out, you know, and I listened to every kind of metal, and I kind of like that shitty mall metal, trailer trash shit. It's like, you can keep the, you know, Five Finger Death Punch, Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, fucking, like, when Slipknot dropped and they were in the scary masks and in the jumpsuits and stuff, and we were young, we thought it was so evil looking and cool. But then, you know, I just kind of was like, all right, there's these guys, they're like Walmart metal, or like, then I was like, oh, Typo Negative and Children of Bodom, something melodic. Rest in peace, Alexi, one of the best guitarists ever. If it's good, it's good. If it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm kind of a mess here, guys. I can't really this is gonna sound shitty, but because of my eye condition and being under the light right now, it's really distracting. It seems like I always have an excuse. Well, the guy just gets too high and then fucking can't remember what he was saying. No, dude. There's so many streaks of light coming into my glasses right now, and it kind of is overstimulating and overwhelming. There's four people watching me right now. Jesus Christ, I might as well talk about something. What do you guys want to talk about? Drop it in the live chat right now. Because as soon as the sun starts to creep up, I'm gonna put my skate shoes on and try and get at least like a backside 180, a frontside 180, a kick flip, a heel flip. Just do some basics, because I feel like I got robbed. I was at the skate park late on a Sunday, and it was like, dude, oh, work is coming, and then the scooter kids came, and then yeah. I was just kind of getting my chops back. I did a varial flip on the bank. Yeah. I'm not capping either, because I'm going to show you on video. Yo, Omizu, what's good, bro? Now, you know what? Because my life is so chaotic and I'm still going through grief right now, I don't remember everyone's story. I know you're friends with Ian, Omizu, but where did you say you were from? Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I know I'm always whining about my life being tragic, but just the things were starting to get normal, and then I lost someone very close to me very suddenly, and it just kind of, you know, and even though I'm really sad right now, I'm also happy. It's kind of like bittersweet, because I realized something. I realized like fucked up things are just gonna continue to happen. Life is like the top of the hill is, you know, and then the bottom of the hill, right? And like, even though I'm fucked up over it, I have to acknowledge, as far as radical acceptance goes, bad things are going to continue to happen. Something bad might happen today, tomorrow, might happen next year. But if I just change every time I get hurt and fucking stay inside and fucking keep getting fatter and fucking getting more sad, that's not good for anyone. So I'm not doing that knee-jerk response of, oh, something so depressing happened, I must overcompensate and be extra happy. I'm realizing, like, dude, just do your shit, do your thing. You're not that old. Get back into the hobbies you used to enjoy when you were younger. Get back to skating, get back to gaming. Do what you love, show other people, and, you know, the rest will click into place. So that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm dealing with my grief, and but I am feeling good this morning, Omizu. Oh yeah, you're in Iowa. Okay. So I was talking shit about Slipknot. They are kind of shitty, and Corey Taylor's a douche, and they stole their thing from Mushroom Head, and look, I'm such an old head that I go back to that beef and stuff. But the first album with the original singer, I think it was just Iowa or something. The original album with the first singer, I really like that one though. I do. I just don't like, I'm just gonna sound like a snob too. It's like kind of trailer trash mall metal. And you can like what you like. Fucking, like, I do love, Was that song called Duality? I push my fingers into my eyes. That's a good song. But you know what? The thing is, when you break down like the guitar and stuff and the way it's just like heavy. It's just like play it fast and chaotic, just so it's like it's hard to explain without coming off as just a snobby douchebag. But having listened to so much more metal, like, I mean, I do love every genre of metal, that's for sure. Like, I'm not a huge thrash head, but I love like Metallica and Slayer, you know, the big ones, right? Obviously, you got to. And then but I love like depressing black metal. I really like some Dark Funeral. Sometimes when I'm feeling sad, I'll just like be like, let me put on some Carpathian Forest. Let me put on some fucking like some of the, like, I'm not talking about like rad shit like Immortal or Dimmu Borgir. I'm talking about like shit like fucking Gorgoroth. Crushing the Scepter is something I listen to when I'm fucking depressed. You grew up in Minnesota. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah, man. Dude. Up north. See, like, we're on Lake Michigan, right? We're here, and then it goes, and the lake goes. There's some stuff up there. There's real good fishing up there, bro. I hear there's like muskie and pike that are like this big. You know? It's like, instead of, if you can't go to Alaska or wherever the fuck, or wherever you want to go, like top bait fishing or fly fishing or whatever, you can go up north, Upper Peninsula. You go Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Yeah, there's some good fish up there, dog. Alright, getting ready for work, so you'll be lurking for a bit. Appreciate it, guy. Yeah, dude. So, like, I know I'm a weird guy, and that's part of the channel and part of me being funny for your entertainment, but dude, going through what I'm going through, I've been acting just strange because I've been sad. I've been acting strange because I've been, like, sad, you know? And to be completely transparent about my real life, most of my friends that I kick it with, they move to different states for job opportunities and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm usually just left holding my dick. Not to say like, oh, big red flag, Eeks has no friends. No, I got hella friends. Just, we kind of grew up and spread out, and since we're approaching 40 here, you know, we grew up, we spread out, we have families, you know what I mean? It's not like the good old days where we could just fucking shotgun a beer in a parking lot and fucking skate, get some scraped up elbows. And it's not like I'm one of those guys who's stuck in the past. Oh, dude, oh, the good old days. No, dude, I love my life. Even though I'm afflicted with my vision and other health problems, I love my life. But it was that sense of like freedom. Like, you're somewhere in between being held responsible as a full adult, but you're like, I never want to be like a teenager again. That was shitty. People were shitty. Other kids were not. Other kids were shitty. I was more of an adult mind. You know, not a humble brag. It's just like, I was just like doing my thing, and other people were like making up rumors and doing like vicious shit to each other, and I couldn't understand that. But I don't ever want to be a young kid again, but I wanted like that sense of freedom. Like, if I became crazy rich overnight, I'd be like, well, what are you gonna do, bro? Are you gonna invest your money right away? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? I was like, first thing first, we're going to the board park all day. I don't have to work. Oh yeah, I could sort out investing my money. I can create a business. I can create some passive income. But first, we're gonna be at the board park all day. But dang, guys, I mean, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I've been watching some other streamers and just comparing like, a lot of people are like, they ignore their live chat really bad. And when I'm skating, I only check it intermittently. But I'm thinking of doing this. I don't want someone to just run up and grab it, because that's like my account and my everything. But if I had like a tablet or some sort of screen that I could look at while I'm ripping, I could do attempts and like look at the screen and be more present. But dude, I see people, streamers, with so many viewers and so many followers and subscribers, and like, I'm not trying to cast shade. Everybody has their own thing, and maybe I'm not growing at the rate that I want to grow at. That's fine, right? Not everyone understands my bizarre humor. But there's people that just do this. Hey. You know, you catch my drift? There's people that just sit in front of the camera and they have like 2K active viewers. They're getting super chats and their chat is like going flying. I don't... Is it the person going viral, or is it like a web community going to their chat and like blowing up their chat, and then just like every morning the people talk in that person's chat? I would like the sun to come up as we get closer to fall here. The sun is going to be different, and not like I'm going to get seasonal depression this year. I've loved the Midwest and the change of seasons. Last winter lasted too long. It was depressing and it got to me. Normally, winter is just an excuse to stay inside and play more games. But I think I'm going to skate in a parking garage during the winter. I really don't want to get... I'm already a mess. I don't want to fucking lose what little I've gained. I'm sorry. My mind is in many places right now. But even if this is a cringe and embarrassing one, and I was fucking with these lights, and I got too stoned, and I was spacing out, and then I was sad or whatever, I'm still gonna leave it to upload on YouTube, because some days you're just not with it. Normally I'm a performer for the screen, and I'm like, hey, what's up everyone? Hi, I'm Eags. Blah, blah. Right now I'm just kind of like... And that's the truth. Luckily I had that blank shop deck to back my shit up. But I did have to go to Blow Me's at the mall, because no regular mom and pop skateboard shop was open that late on a Sunday. And so I had to go to the mall and get grip tape, but I got a sheet of Mob, and over the years I've tried so many different kinds of grip tapes. And I used to be like, Mob is too sticky when it's fresh. It gets stuck to your foot and you twist your knee. But you know, when it wears in, it's great. I used to use like there were 3 different grades of Jessup. I used to ride the old Jessup, and that was really sticky. Because they're like an industrial brand of grip tape, and then they started making stuff for skateboards, and so, you know, Jessup rips. It tears your fucking shoes hard though, but it's good. Dude, I can't wait to go to that fucked up skate park. You know? like I was saying before I lost my train of thought, I love obstacles that make no sense and are dangerous. But here's the thing. As I was talking earlier about sharp transitions and transitions that don't make sense, or it goes to, from a wall to a bottom out, or it's not a full quarter pipe and the angle's laxed and your weight is back. Like skateboard parks that like flow, they flow and they're designed that way. And I was going off on a tangent talking about like, hey, people who are commissioned to make skate parks are often just given a budget and some pictures for reference. And sometimes the transitions are way off, and like you could just get fully pitted, just get pitched and get hurt, right? I wonder how many people have put all the pads on, they got a new setup, they got a freshie, they put all the pads on, they're armored, okay? And they're just starting skating, and they're like, all right, this is awesome. I saw this on TV. And I think I love skateboarding. I'm gonna get into skateboarding. And how many times has a new person gone to oh, there's a park by my house, and they're like, I'm just gonna go up the quarter pipe and come back down. Like, I saw this on TV, I'm just gonna keep my weight, I'm gonna go up slow and come back down. But because it's a wonky transition, they go and they just totally flip over and they get the wind knocked out of them, and then they never try skateboarding again. How many times do you think that's happened? The moon looks badass. Too bad I don't have a telephoto lens. That would be sick to have for a GoPro. But yeah, man, that's probably something that happens. Like, people go and it's their very first time, and they're like, they've got the helmet, the elbow pads, the wrist guards, everything. They're ready to take a little scrape, they're ready to take a little bump, right? But then they're at a concrete park and the transition is wrong, and they just get fucking pitted, the board flies in the air, and like, I mean, and they're like, all right, I'm done. I can see that happening. And you guys know Andy Anderson, right? Andy Anderson is one of the best, most creative skateboarders, and I love his style because he combines street style with transition style, and he does freestyle moves, and he does cool things that are just creative. I always like appreciated Chris Haslam for that as well, being really creative with the environment. And that's what I mean, as I'm getting my ability back, that's what I'm trying to do, is be creative with the environment, because like this shitty skate park wasn't even always here. The spots that we had were like flats and ledges, out ledges to drops. So basically I spent a lot of my skateboard career just doing like no slides, tail slides, and like grinds like flat to drop on like ledges. But I want to mix that up, right? Here's the thing. Downtown had more obstacles, and we would rip downtown. And but the thing is, this would be me. There would be a curb, and it would be like a curb to drop, and no one else would be like, I'm gonna grind that. Everyone else would be like doing this curb, you know, over here, and I'd be like, no, I'm gonna do the grind to drop. And so that's the way I was always thinking, cooking in my mind. So hopefully before I'm the age of 40, I get some clips and I start putting together a personal part. But so not to say that I'm even close to the skill level of the amazing Andy Anderson, but I do the things like where I'll be doing a trick and then I'll do like a little rail stand freestyle move. So like, that's what I like about that style. He's not just like stuck to street style or stuck to transition skating. He does these really insane, when he did that 720 backside flamingo, that one-footed, like that double wet stop, like in the video, and he was like, dude, I think he was using his back foot. I think he was using his back foot. So like, even if you have the most impeccable balance, I can ride around one-footed on the board. Dude, back-footed, it's so different. You have to be totally ambidextrous with your feet. So he could probably just skate switch so well that it's just natural for him. But I've always liked people that are versatile, like even Bam, even some of the more popular skaters like Bam. Like, he would skate gnarly street spots, but then you could see him doing transition on huge quarter pipes. So like, that's, and no shade at Tony Hawk or any of the old school guys that like started skateboarding, no shade, right? But like, Tony Hawk's not putting out a street part, he's a vert guy, and that's a whole nother level. I've dropped in on a full vert ramp, gone up to the other side, kind of aired, and like kind of did a slapper and come back down. That made my hands shake, okay? I had to sign a waiver at an indoor skate park, and like, it just, after a while I would just drop in, go up, axle stall, tail, come back in. But when I tried to air, and I did like a little bone rattler, dude, like I landed like rock fakie the first time. I can remember it because I was like 14. It was like, so in my mind, I'm thinking like guys like Tony Hawk, they fly into the air and land fakie. That's insane. I don't think I could ever do vert style. I love low transition style though, like pyramid boxes and corners. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and hype it. Yeah. The last video I dropped was just like a coming soon. And yeah. So I think pretty soon here we're gonna get enough light to film some skateboard maneuvers. And I think I'm gonna change my shoes and do some skateboarding. I'm gonna take it easy though, because I want to go back to that weird skate park. Like I said, those dangerous obstacles with weird transitions, if you can just ride up it and get a stall and come back down or something, that's winning a battle. Like that, if I can grind that grind box, that's a super harsh angle, that's a battle I'm gonna be winning, dude. There is one rail at that park that goes down, it's only like, I don't know, shin high, but it goes down like an angle, a soft angle. So I'm thinking if I jump on it, and even if my muscle memory and even my strength is not enough to hold a Smith or a Feeble, I think if I like land with my front trucks off and I just lock the back, I think my weight and the angle will carry me down. And then if that's the case, and I could actually jump onto the 50-50, I might frontside 180 off, going upward to the bank, or I might backside 180 off if I can get confident enough on that 50-50. I'm not, so here's the thing, this is skateboarding 101. Injuries happen when you push it past your skill level. So like, I'm saying all this crazy stuff, like I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to try this, I want to try that. The rail I want to try it on is like this tall. You know what I'm saying, guys? So like, just perspective. I'm not saying I'm going to do it down a stair set. I'm just going to try it on a flat bar. Okay, so that light over there was mostly blinding me. This one's not as bad. When you have what I have, my condition is called keratoconus. And you know how when a camera is out of focus and there's lens flare and everything does a star bursting thing? There's so many lines of light impeding my vision. God, I'm fucking... Dude, I don't like to use the word disabled because that's a label that I'm not... Again, to anyone who's differently or otherwise able-bodied, not abled, no shade. But if I use the word disabled, that puts me in a box mentally. It's something that puts... I just say I'm vision impaired. I don't like to say disabled. I could probably get a parking pass for my fucking Mr. Magoo eyes. Hang it up. Be like, why are you... You're not disabled. Be like, no, dude. If I'm not wearing glasses, I don't even know I'm in a car. Oh, jeez. Alright, so... I'm gonna go get my shit out of the car. And I think there's enough light here to see me skating, so I'm gonna go get my good shoes out of the car and we're gonna like do some skating. Yeah. And I know I've already apologized profusely for being goofy and losing my train of thought, and because caffeine is not a substitute for no sleep, because just chemically how it works, it stops like adrenaline mop up, and it keeps gets your blood pressure up, and it keeps you alert. It's not necessarily something that wakes you up from sleep. It's just stopping you from becoming more sleepy, and then when it wears off. So yeah. It's knowledge is power, man. It's like, sometimes people might be like, well, Eags, you talk about drugs and shit too fucking much on your channel, you fucking loser ass hippie. It's like, well, the more information you know about any substance, the safer you could be in any situation. I'm not saying give in to peer pressure and try DRUGS. I'm saying, like, if you're with a buddy and, like, he's like, yo, I got some of this, and you're like, oh, sure, whatever, man, and then you die, you know, because knowledge is power. Harm reduction is the name of the game. Knowledge is power. So, a lot of the times when I go on tangents about, like, psychedelics and stuff, it's so that people might stumble on my video and, you know, shout out Psych Substance. That guy's crazy. But at least he's probably stopped people from putting themselves in life-threatening situations many times because of his informative videos. So, I don't ever want to seem like I'm just blindly promoting that stuff. It does help you. It does rewire your brain. Like, if you're someone who's depressed like me, someone who's kind of baseline is kind of like sad and melancholy, it just helps you. You feel weird for 6 or 8 hours, and then you're not depressed for like 6 months. It works. It regenerates neural pathways. It's not just hokey pokey hippie stuff. But if you're not ready for it, or if you don't know, you could be in a scary situation. You know, you just get some kind of bag from some guy, and then you do too much, and you're wigging out in your house and calling 911, and you know, like, some bad shit can happen. You have to be responsible. The substance itself is safe. You're not gonna OD. You're not gonna get HPPD from trying acid once. You're not gonna get HPPD from fucking trying shrooms once. That's the hallucinatory persistent disorder. You're not gonna fry your brain doing that. Like, the substance itself is safe. It's the set and setting and who you're with. And unfortunately, we live in a world where people maliciously dose each other. Like, hey, dude, and like, do you understand how that's no friend does that to anyone. Like, that is evil. I got about a half hour, so I gotta go get my shoes and my board. So yeah, if I'm ever talking about that kind of stuff too much, it's never because like I haven't done it in years. I actually really wanted to go on a journey, but because someone very close to me is no longer with me, I really don't think it's a safe or good idea to do that right now. I'm gonna go get my other shoes. It is so beautiful today, potato. So beautiful today, you guys. And for the 19th, for the umpteenth time, no, I'm not making a joke. Oh, you have a big cock? My feet are really like wide. And I think maybe I have fallen arches and my foot never grew right. So like my foot will stretch the my foot will stretch the shoe like out to here, right? No matter what. Now this is the Jamie Foy shoes are wider and the toe cup is wider and so much more comfortable. I have more control. But, oh, Eesh, blame the gear, blame the gear, blame the gear. Just skate, loser. Like, I get how it comes off as, but I'm never truly on my true center of gravity because my foot is so wide. And I wonder if I had a quadruple E skate shoe. Quad E is like wide. That's like, and I'm able to buy work boots like that. That's why I have these big like fucking Gears of War shoes. Dun 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 dun. So these are like super wide. You can get work boots like that, but skateboard shoes like come in standard sizes, I guess. And like, if I were able to get a clomper that was quad wide, I think I would be a little bit more confident on my board. Not blaming the gear, I'm just a freak of nature with flipper feet. Maybe I'd be good at swimming. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And over the years, I had just gotten a different shoe and gotten a size up. Like, remember when Osiris D3s, those giant chunkers? Back then, I would ride Globes, and I would, since I'm like a size 12, I would just get like a size 13 and really tighten it a lot, and that would help. But if you try to do that now, you just get a shoe that's longer and not wider, if that makes sense. So anyway, we'll do a little bit. Yes, the Eags board is sick and the stencil looks cool, but I waxed it right away and it kind of smeared it. There's a cool shadow effect. I did a double stencil. But let's put the shoes on and let's skate for like a half hour or something like that. Got some special ankle socks. I hope they're nice. I hope, oh, they're a little short. They're a little short though. I think that's good. I think we're good. How's that camera angle? It's a little weird, huh? All right, I got the edge of that ramp to here to Bus Tricks. This thing's got hella snap. All right, man. I got like a half hour to rip. Yeah, wider skate shoes. They're hard to find. I guess I can get like a regular pair of like shoes, like flat bottom shoes. Maybe I can get some like Chuck Taylors. Maybe I can get like Chucks and super wide and skate in those. These are super comfortable despite the fact. This board is way lighter too, I don't know why. Dude, I just did that without snapping. I just spun around and I didn't even snap. This grip tape is so fresh. These shoes are fresh. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. God, I don't want to go to work today. Oh, ow, whoa. Daddy's not that old. What the slop was that? So I under scooped a varial kickflip, landed on the rail. When I felt landing on the rail, I lifted a little and I just landed it. That was spooky. The problem is I'm so out of shape that I wait each week to get footy for skating, and then I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I wish I could skate every day. So let's start with today. Yeah, people skating in Chucks. I had some like high tops that I would cruise in. I could kind of kick flip in them. But like, yeah, for a main skate shoe, once that waffle bottom gets a little worn in and you come down, bruised heel, those are the worst. And you know, I didn't just do skateboarding, I also did BMX. So dude, a bruised heel is like coming down and just so bad. Why am I rolling that way? I know my bushings are cooked, but I don't really want to. I'd have to get the fresh independent ones, and at my weight I should be skating medium hardness bushings, and the stock ones are kind of soft, but I just want to do some rail stand stuff. It's okay, it's okay. I'm just not warmed up. Ah! And my knee brace is keeping everything tight, but it's limiting my motion. So the backup shop deck is kind of light, kind of wonky. The concave's a little different. But I think I can get some height on some snaps on some ramps though. so out of shape, the fakie 180 turned into a fakie fall down. Yeah, you were out of breath the other day. It's like that. It's like that. And you know what? Really, I should be going to the arcade, playing the rhythm game, doing the cardio, getting some of the weight, losing some of the weight, staying hydrated, you know, and you know what? It's not my fault. I wanted to take baby steps. I wanted to get confident cruising, riding, tic-tacking, going on the ramps, coming back down fakie. I wanted to get like comfortable with all the maneuvers, but I couldn't help but like try a trick. And when I landed on my backup skateboard, when I landed a heel flip that was like a little bit off the ground and I brought it down by hitting the grip tape, I was like, yeah, no, I have to just start attempting stuff, and whatever energy level I have, whatever juice that I got in the tank, it's gonna have to work. So yeah, I get it, man, but the only way for me to relearn this shit is to just throw myself at it and start attempting things. Yeah, like, I don't know, these toes are nice on these shoes, and I'm trying to find that zone for the kickflip where I don't over flick or kick down. I stopped it from turning around all the way. I hit it with my heel. It's supposed to scoop here and flick here and land like that. You know, I wanna start getting that scoop for the 360 flip, but I gotta control my varials first. This 360 flip's kind of like that. But I can't, I'm launching it too hard, I can't stay over it, so I gotta practice the basics first. So like, I almost heel flipped onto the flat bar when I was goofing. That was one of my go-tos, like heel flip 50-50. That seemed like a hospital trip right now, I'm not even gonna lie. It's okay, I got about 20 more minutes. The battery's going down because I'm not using the pack, but you know what? Let's just do some soft attempts at some tricks. We got it. Also, I smashed my pinky toe, and man, part of my toenail's missing. That shit sucks. Kind of feel it when I'm flicking. Oh, Eags, you got so many excuses. No, I'm just like an unlucky fuck. And I stubbed my toe the other day and did not realize I crunched my toenail. Ouch. What I'm really bad at is front side shove-its, and I gotta get my footing for those. And, like, I'm really bad at front side shove-its. I don't know why. Oh, don't bonk! Oh, we're good. It bonked, but we're good. We're good. So like, oh man, yeah, everyone left. I was gonna say, man, do you have any tips for frontside shove-its? I could never seem to like, why does it launch so far back when I do it? I really don't get it. So like, it used to be not that hard for me. Hang on, wait. just mad I have to go to work. I hate this. I want to keep practicing. Front shoves, I don't know. What the fuck? Can't even fucking kick flip. I hate myself. But my line is kind of coming here. You can see where my shoe is rubbing. I should hit here and I'll get a better kick flip. I did that little wobble back. Yeah, dude, front side shoves are hard for me, dog. It could just be because I'm so fat now, but I gotta practice doing this. Ah, fuck! I don't want to practice that. Ah. 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 Why this dude? Blame the ground. No, dude, the other skate park, I didn't roll everywhere. This grade is so fucked up. I want to do a front side grab when I ollie. I can do it. I kind of did a front side grab. I believe that would be an indie grab, just straight in the middle. Yeah, the Family Guy meme where he hits his knee. I think I'm gonna cut that into the video. God, I'm giving myself more stuff to edit than than I need to. All right. I've got like 10 minutes literally, so maybe I just do a spin or a jump. So when people land cab like that and make it seem so easy, you saw how I landed in a wheelie, tried to turn around? God, that's difficult. And I can't skate switch. I could like switch, pop, shove it for a game of skate to fuck with people, but I don't really. I used to be so natural on this fucking board, dude. It's kind of sad. But it's in here, and we're gonna get it. Your arm is behind your back knee on an indie. Oh, okay. So that's just a regular front side grab, like if I was doing a foot plant trick. I don't know a lot of my vert stuff, unfortunately. Yo, I almost took a fucking fall doing pivots. I really just, a fakey heel flip would feel nice. I don't know how much speed I'll get off this quarter pipe, but let's try it. Jesus? Why are you fucking me? stink bug. Arm behind the knee. Yeah, dude. What's really scary to me is that this roll in here is I used to do 180 airs from the roll into the quarter pipe. And in my brain, I can feel the feeling of sticking to the wall and then rolling down. That shit scares me. And there's still a dead mouse over there. I gotta get something. I gotta get something before I go. Let me collect myself for a second. I am gonna leave very soon, but I gotta have an attempt that's not just a throwaway. That was the one I wanted. I over-rotated. That time I didn't snap. I'm getting way into my own head right now. All right, I got a couple more attempts and then I just gotta leave. You know, I like that feeling, but I keep turning with my back foot. Cause I don't know. I feel so sad that I have to go and be at work all day. It's just a load of suck. I would much rather live stream all day. I have a few minutes still. Maybe I'll go for that varial again and catch it in the air. Because all the ones I landed on camera so far, real low to the ground, kind of soupy. The one that was low to the ground and all back foot was stylish, but it wasn't on purpose. I didn't do it low to the ground and stylish on purpose. I just didn't snap and I recovered. But it looked cool. My glasses are so fogged up, I gotta go natural for a minute. That's the rotation I want for my heel flips. I just didn't get a snap. That's something that trips up newbies and people. I just was focusing on my flick too hard and not my snap. So you know what's weird about that varial flip? If I over rotate that varial flip and land it, not the flip way, but the scoop way, does that count as a 360 flip? Or is that a haggard is that a haggard ass V-flip with an extra turn in it if I over scoop it. Working 7 to 7 tomorrow. Yeah, dog. That seems like a bummer. Luckily for me, I get like weekends off unless there's something so big going on at work I need to put overtime. Which I avoided by doing inventory and stupid shit like that. I did it early. Alright, man, I want to get something going. Is that still a tray flip? Or no, that's a V-flip that got an extra turn after it gets grip tape side. Oh man, I gotta learn to keep my feet up, because I feel that was a 360. I would have landed like this, but I think that would have been a 360 flip. I gotta tuck my feet different. That lean back thing was the thing I did in my other video when I 360 flipped the board and didn't land it. Woo! I gotta work on the turning part. It's my back foot fishtailing a little, and then instead of hitting the pocket, the concave on this board's a little weird. Instead of hitting the pocket, I'm going off the side too much and it's turning me. So, of all the flip tricks to do at a high speed or over something, heel flip was the one I was most confident with. And it just feels kind of out of my reach right now. I don't know why. It's not like I need new bearings or anything. Man, I gotta go. I'm gonna give 1 or 2 more tricks a shot. I hate that I have to go. I just I'm not gonna just sit here and blame it on the ground. That's really stupid. But this grade, it's on a grade so it doesn't flood with water, obviously. But it's so weird that I'll be sitting still and I'll start rolling backwards. I don't necessarily like that. Can't even stay over a kickflip. I gotta get out of my own head here. I wanna land 1 trick and then I can go. Don't give a shit, gotta land 1 trick. That was all toes. That was all toes, man. I would have had that. That counts as a trick. That backside 180 thing. Fakey style. All right. I ain't faking shit right here. Well, I gotta go, guys. What a bummer. I mean, I kinda maybe landed something. Yeah, have a good day, guy. Yeah, the underachiever tray flip. An overachieved varial flip, got it. Because it would be a varial flip, go grip tape, and do a 180 shove. That's not a full tray flip. I gotta stop putting my foot down. I think if I like hold my legs up, that's good. I gotta get used to keeping my feet out of the way. I'm so fat right now, it's difficult for me. That's it, guys. I really gotta dip. And I don't want to, but I have to. Thanks so much. Yeah, I got this. Thanks for the encouragement, guys. Fortunately, I don't have enough tries to try and land one more, so see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.